203. You are with the Geeks & Co, of course. This is the live Geek Boutique podcast from room 203 here in the North Building, in the basement, down the hall, and in the room. Nobody puts baby in a corner, but apparently Fan Expo does, in fact, put the Geeks & Co in a corner. Having said that, today has
blew the corner up, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Yesterday was Villains Day. Bonkers in here. Today was DC Day. And let me tell you, our DC people came out today. It's a great meetup. We had villains. We had heroes. We had anti-heroes. We had everybody here from the DC universe. If you're a fan, that's what you got to see. And as you guys know, whenever we do these on Sunday, this tends to be kind of the wind down podcast. We're kind of like reflecting on what's going on. We're not going to walk around. We're not going to pull people. Well, we might pull some people
we're gonna
in,
but we're going to stay here.
We're going to stay right here.
This is a long weekend. We've been at this for 4 days. Actually, the short day was really our longest day, or the first day. So by the time we get out of the first day, we're already beat and done, and then we have 3 more days to go. So today, we're taking it easy. We're staying right here. How was your weekend?
My weekend's been really good. Yeah, like you said, Thursday was a bit of a long day because we still got here in the morning, and then we had to set up all this amazing things you see around you, the backdrops and the props and everything else that you guys have been able to use all weekend long to take all your cool pictures. And, of course, we had to suit up ourselves so that you got a chance to interact with us. Each day we had a theme. On Thursday, we were all people from horror. Yeah, so we had Negan, we had Michael Myers, we had Jason Voorhees. On Friday, we were all Star Wars. We had a Revan, we had a Kylo, we had a Rey. It was fantastic.
We actually also had quite the showing on Friday for our Star Wars meetup. I beyond happy with the amount of people that came, and now unfortunately we did try to get some of the 501st members to come. The only one that really came was Christina, and because she was already here in Armando. But still, I think we had a great showing. A lot of Star Wars fans here this weekend. I mean, there's still more, right? Like, you get another Boba Fett here that wasn't even here on the weekend.
And let's make sure we shout out on Thursday, Bakari Cosplay was here with us in his Hellboy to go along with our horror theme. On Friday, Sheer Creations. Christina, that we were talking about, Sheer Creations on Instagram, was here in her Mando. But as well, we got to interact with the Fazguardian. He was here as Thor, and on Friday as well, Niagara Iron Man.
Yeah, they actually did a bit of a tag team thing.
They did a little bit of a tag team thing.
Ben was in his Iron Man costume right outside the door.
Yep. So
pulling people in, and then Thor was inside of here, taking pictures with people. Like I think we. As much as I'd like to say that, this sucked, we were stuffed in a corner and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? We had a really good weekend, really. When you think about it, it was a little bit more quiet. We didn't quite get the traffic we were hoping that we were going to get because we were a little bit removed from the con floor. That being said, I think we had a great time. We had a good flow of people. We had great meetups. It's nice and cool in here. I know you're probably sweating bullets right now.
Oh, I'm all right now.
But if you go over there on where the red carpet is at the bottom of the escalators, it's like a sauna over there. Here, at least, it's nice and cool. So, yeah, I mean, I think this was a very good weekend, successful weekend. Crowd's filling up again. All of a sudden, we go live and everybody starts showing up. Yeah.
So I am going to be, as usual, as you guys are already used to. Anyways, JS and I rarely see eye to eye on things. While I will agree we made the best of the situation, I am going to encourage everybody that's watching, all of the faithful, please come back and watch this if you have to. All of the faithful, go to the Fan Expo website. I believe it's fanexpohq.com. Make sure you're putting in feedback. The most common question I got for this entire weekend for people walking up to me and asking me was, why the hell are you guys down here? Everybody was asking us why we were on the main floor, either here or especially in the south with all the rest of the community booths. Everybody kept on asking us. In fact, you know what? Regardless, we made the best of it. Did we do that? Absolutely. Are we happy with the turnout we got? For sure. Should we have been with the rest of the community booths? 100%. So, guys, if you want that level of interaction with your Geeks and Company, with all the things that you saw here, all the things that we did this weekend,
and you
stuff
want we're going to be doing in the future
on the main floor, you guys have got to let Fan Expo know that you need the Geeks and Co. out in the main exhibitor area. Even if it's in the north, we'll take that. We prefer to be in the south, but who cares? We can't be down the escalator, down the hall, and in a room anymore. We made the best of it, but let's be fair. To get this kind of experience, you got to have us out there. So make sure you guys are going to the website, fill out that feedback form, and let them know you want the Geeks & Co. out there with everybody else, bringing you the best interactive cosplay experience you're going to get at the biggest show in the country. No one can touch us on this. I don't really get it. But having said that, today and yesterday, our turnouts for the meetups, come on, man. Like, how many amazing villains did we see yesterday?
That blew my mind.
Crazy town.
Blew my freaking mind. The amount of people we had. Teresa was having a hard time getting everybody in a picture.
Yeah, we couldn't even get everybody in a picture.
She was up on a friggin' chair or a stool or whatever, trying to get everybody in the shot.
Yeah. Andrew with his shy guy. I mean,
that was dope.
Bananas. Like a huge cosplay. This is our friend Andrew Saxon. That is Ill Gotten Hugs cosplay. He's
the eraser today.
He is, in fact, the eraser today. Yesterday, he was the shy guy. Just the amount of creativity, the amount of people that embraced their, I don't know, their evil side, their bad side to come out and shoot with the Geeks & Co. yesterday. You couldn't get into this room. This room was packed yesterday. It was fantastic.
Now, I think one thing that really helped out is we were just blaring music all weekend. We were partying it up all weekend. You know, guys, the Sean Ward and his crew, I mean, they had to endure us and our nonsense and our shenanigans all weekend. You know, Sean,
same with, yeah, go ahead.
He's not listening. He's got a big crowd there.
He's
but
got
thanks to Sean.
Same with our buddy
with
Kid
Actually,
over at Can Cosplay
Kid
Cards.
over here if we can. If maybe somebody can go and grab Kid.
I can go and grab Kids. This is the genius of the wireless mic.
Let's just make our way over there if we can. Because these guys are also champs. I mean, they were here all weekend with us, hanging out. You know, I mean,
as we do, guys. You know we got to talk to our peeps and our friends as we're going through. Right now, he's a little bit busy. This is, by the way,
look at all these Mandos, by the way.
Oh,
So we've got
thank
Peter
you very
over
much.
here.
This is our friend. Oh, that's so sweet of you. This is our friend, Peter. He is Mr. Nero Rule, I believe, on Instagram, and he is one of the faithful. He tunes into the podcast pretty much every single week. Usually gives JS and I all kinds of grief, but we appreciate the viewership. We appreciate the listenership. Pete's been here all weekend, too. But, yeah, we've been sharing space in the room. It's not just us in the room. I know it seems like it's just us in the room, but it's not just us in the room. We've had all kinds of people that we've been sharing the space with, and one of them has been Kid Remington over here at the Can Cosplay Cards booth. I'm going to see if we can abduct
Chantel's
Kid.
trying to get in the picture here.
Yeah. I'm going to see if we can.
not.
I'm going to see if we can. I'm going to see if we can. I don't know. See if we can abduct
Kid,
the Joker, if I could, and get it to talk to him a little bit. I mean, it seems fitting because Fan Expo last year, we did an interview with Kid at the end of Sunday as well, and I think we were dressed the same, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I was this and he was this. I'm almost positive that's what it was.
Just put in last year's footage now, please. Okay? No.
Heard that, so we don't have to talk. Close to your mouth. Not the first time we've heard that. So we have been here in the basement of the North Building, down the hall, in a room all weekend long. Give us your honest opinion. Give us your honest thoughts. How did this go compared to last year's Fan Expo? Well, how do you feel about 2023?
You know what? I generally leave a convention happy. Like whatever cards, maybe it's the old time goalie in me. I deal with what I've been given, honestly. And you're like, okay, this is what I get this year. How do I make the most of it? So without sounding like Dean Martin at a wine tasting and being some cheap shill for the great unwashed out there, the Geeks & Co., you guys make it a lot easier. You make it easier because we're in the community room, okay? And I mean, when this week started, we could have taken it tough that we're not downstairs with everybody else. We're doing our own thing. But the cool kids do their own thing. We walked our own path this weekend, and you can hear by my beautiful voice that there's been a lot of fellowship, a lot of relationships, a lot of discussions, a lot of art being made this weekend. And so who could complain about that?
No,
right?
for sure. And for those that don't know you, Kid, remind us who you are as far as the booth goes and what you guys do for the community.
Okay, well, so, yeah, we are part of Can Cosplay Cards. And basically what that is, it's an old, it's like a trading card, a Pokemon card, that kind of stuff, this kind of initiative. And basically it's just, we're trying to celebrate the community, right? And as a way to give back to the community, any proceeds we're making off of this are going back to the community by way of, we call them the Remingtons. It's like a bursary. So $200 gift to you for being awesome to everybody out there, inside the convention, outside of the convention, just trying to make a better world, right?
And in case you guys are wondering, oh yeah, he's probably just like here in the greater GTA. Nothing for him to come down here and have a booth and everything else.
Nothing.
Kid, where are you actually coming from to do this here in Toronto?
Winnipeg, Manitoba. So
Yeah.
I hop on CN Rail. There's a line that goes by my house, and I get on a boxcar. And it takes about 4.5 days to get out here, but it's not bad, right?
Apparently, it's the 1920s. He's got the stick and the sack on his shoulder there, and he's just hoboing his way across Canada to get here to Ontario.
They confiscated
for the show this
harmonica
weekend.
coming into the con. They confiscated my harmonica.
Now, guys, if anything else, this is going to blow your mind. We'll see you, man. Take care. Yeah, love you, buddy. This service. So a cosplayer signs up.
Yep.
Get a picture.
Yep.
Fill out the bio. They get some really, really cool cards.
Yeah.
Clearly, you're charging what? $50, $60, $70 for this amazing service. Tell the folks at home, how much does this cost? It's got to be $50, at least $50. There's no way you can do this for less than $50. Clearly.
Well, no, now that you mention it now, it is $51.
Oh, that makes sense.
No,
that makes sense. Thanks, Bob Barker. We appreciate that. $51, Bob.
Please,
Yeah,
please
nice.
tell me you have the prices right ding on your phone.
I'm sure we've got it somewhere for sure.
It's $5 for a setup. So
No, it's not.
Yes.
It
Yes,
can't
it
be.
is.
What do you mean it's $5?
Well, it's.
Can we get a card over here? Can we get an example of what he's talking about? Because there's no fucking way. So, guys, if you're a cosplayer and you want your own personalized trading card,
Can we do the
that
3D
is your
effect here?
picture and your bio on it? Don't use that one. Is that cutie? Yeah, let's not. I don't want to use that one. Don't use cuties. That's terrible. Do we have a real cosplayer that we can use somewhere around
is
here?
nuts.
Can we do? Here, you know what? I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab this instead. I know I can see this, guys. This is what we're talking about. Your own personalized trading card. How many cards do they get, kid, when they
Okay,
place
so
their order?
for your 5, you get 10 of your own.
10.
Yes.
10 trading cards
Yeah.
for how much?
$5.
$5 Canadian dollars?
Canadian dollars.
That makes zero sense. I don't know how that
It makes
even
all the
works.
sense to me, man. Look at this.
Guys, you can't even get a sub from Subway for $5 anymore,
Well-
but you can get 10.
Can you close in on these two guys here quickly?
You can
man?
get 10 personalized trading cards with your bio and picture on it for $5.
This is Perry. He's one of the best volunteers ever at a convention. Passed away from COVID. We made him a memorial card. And then this is Canadian Wolverine.
Also
He's a
passed away
stalwart.
recently.
Yes, passed away from pancreatic cancer.
Yep,
So we do
yep.
memorial stuff. We do fun stuff. We do checklists. We do candids. And then we do the big puzzle pieces on the back. So a little bit of everything just to kind of take sampling from all the different genres that you might enjoy. Yeah.
Have I mentioned it's $5 Have I mentioned that it's $5? I'd like you to find me a better value anywhere on planet Earth right now. If you're a cosplayer and you're not doing this, having said that, I've known Kid for a year, and it took me until yesterday to give him the $5 for me to do it.
And
it.
I've known this guy for over a year, and it took me until I think Sunday afternoon to learn his name.
Wow.
So things happen different for different folks.
That hurts me right. My bad hurt right here. Right
I
here.
just want to say, like, Fan Expo Canada, like, we are allowed in each set 42 cosplayers to register to fill a set, and then we have all the other stuff that makes a complete set. As of right now, we're sitting at 51 entries for this weekend alone. So we're already spilling into set number 6.
Nice.
So that's pretty incredible, and you guys came out full force, and all that stuff I said about the Leafs, and to everybody in an elevator that I made fun of the Jays, and it's like, when are they going to win a game? Maybe I take that back a little bit, just a bit.
He super does it. How do people go about getting involved with Can Cosplay Cards, getting their own cards? How does a cosplayer spend their $5 and get cards?
When you're done taking your shots with Dr. Octopus and the Predators at Geeks & Co., you go over in the community area and find our booth, the Can Cosplay Card booth, and we will set you up with payment, with all that stuff. If you cannot make it to a convention, and why wouldn't you, you foolish mortal, you great unwashed heathen, why would you not come and get into some fun like this?
Back out over here.
www.kidremington.com. There is a tab called Cosplay Cards. Click on that tab. It'll show you nice pictures. You scroll down. There's an entry form. You attach your pictures. Bang, it's done. You just get in contact with us through Instagram, through Facebook, that kind of stuff. Find me, find Cutie, find anyone from our team that knows about it. It's all rivers and connecting into this lake of Can Cosplay Cards. Somebody will know about it.
It's all rivers.
Now you guys know about it.
Well, of course, we know about it, absolutely. And we're going to promote the hell out of it. Guys, if you are a cosplayer and you have not spent the $5 to do this, a day, make sure you're getting over to there to do that. And honestly, the cars are incredible. We couldn't have asked for a better person to share a room with. We were lucky enough to have them next to us last year at Fan Expo up in the South Building. This year, we're in the same room, and it's been a great experience the whole time, despite how you're dressed. Kid, thank you so much for everything.
Hold on. Can we
you do in the
quickly?
community. Yes, we can. What do you need?
Well, first of all, thank you for saying that, for the things I do in the community, because I bust my ass for this community more than I do for like cosplay contests or lemonade lines or ticket lines or anything like that. It's really trying to make everybody happy and feeling better, because God knows what's going on in everybody's life. But right now, on tape, JS, get in here as well. We need 3 predictions. Where are they going to put us next year? Broom closet B43 is my guess.
I don't know if they had it in Winnipeg, but here where I'm at, I'm in London actually. So when the school would get too full, they would put in these like fucking trailers outside, the portables. That's my assumption. I think they're going to put some portables outside for us next year, and that's where we're going to try to put us. What about you, Jay?
Yeah, I think we might be lined up on Front Street here next year.
Yeah. Little outdoor booth. We'll have some umbrellas. Yes. We'll have some margaritas. We'll have some remote mics. If we're outside the building, they can't really stop us from drinking and eating whenever we want. So
technically, the police could, but
I mean,
I filled out my form for next year, and I just put in the notes: I do not do dishes or wash windows.
I feel like when we're done, we got to clean up our own stuff, and then we got to go around with brooms and mops for this place.
We're done.
That's exactly how we feel, kid.
Can I say
once
thank
again,
you guys for what you do, man?
You
Because it's all
absolutely
of
did,
us, right?
Yes.
Like. You know what? Nobody likes pizza for just dough or sauce or just cheese or just pepperoni or pineapple. It's the mix of everything, right? So Teresa and Jennifer and JS and Rob, who's not such a bad guy.
Knew that was coming.
That Valkyrie girl, wherever she is now, she made
our friend Megan. Yep. And then
my friend,
whoever this, my friend, whatever
Jack.
This guy's name. Oh, look at that! The first time all weekend, he's actually got the right. There is no community unless we're all in it together, and you're a big part of that. And we cannot thank you enough, kid. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today. We appreciate it. Nice. Yes. I'd hug him, but he's dressed like that, so I can't do that.
Thanks again, bud. Yeah, we'll see you for sure. When is the next time we're going to see you? I mean, I'm assuming you're going to be coming back for Comic-Con, maybe?
Well, I see you guys every week because I watch your show, right? So, I mean, not live, but whenever I can. This is just a rough transitional time for me in Winnipeg where I'm closing up a print company and I'm trying to get home. So I try and get on there when I'm stuck at red lights or whatever and just tap, hey, how are you guys doing? But whatever. Outside of that, I'll be in Winnipeg, I'll be in Edmonton, I'll be in Regina. Next time for the East, though, probably Fan Expo Canada next year.
Really not going to be at Comic-Con?
In the springtime, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Somebody's wearing a Labyrinth shirt.
Well, listen, if you decide to show up, definitely let us know.
I will. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Thanks, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We want to make sure you guys understood, it is still, kid's right. It's a community. It's not just the Geeks & Co. Like, we don't have the whole room. We're like a community that's here. Speaking of the community, this year there was also a whole gaggle of cosplay guests, as there usually is. Now, what you're probably going to see is the same tired old faces you see every single year as far as the cosplay guests go, and they kind of stand there with a vapid look on their face. They're just like, oh, hi, take my picture. It's all about me. But my friend Ash here is going to give me a hug. But this year, down here in the north, we had some new cosplayers for the first time getting a chance to show the world and the community itself what it's like to be a cosplayer. One of those, as you can see, very excited by the fact that she was a first-time cosplay guest here at the biggest show, not only in the country, this is one of the biggest shows in the world.
I wouldn't say the world.
It 100% is one of the biggest shows in the world.
Ontario.
No.
Biggest show in North
It's the second biggest show.
Okay.
It
That's
is
not the
a
world, that's
gigantic show. So in North America, no, but that's U.S. That's none of the European shows are near as big as this. So it's a big. We're 2 seconds into your interview, and you're arguing with me already. Guys, this
Are
is
you surprised?
Pretty Crystal cosplay.
No.
It's not.
No, pretty
nerdy
nerdy
Crystal. See, I knew I was going to fuck it up. And did I do it on purpose, or am I just old and stupid? You'll have to figure that out for yourself.
I'm going to say a little bit of both.
How about I'm going to kick you in the...
I whispered it.
I know. Yeah, that's nice. It's good. Yeah, that's good. I want you to walk me through emotionally. You apply.
Yeah, back in, I want to say May, maybe.
Okay. How long do you wait from your initial application till you get a response?
So my email said, sorry for the late reply.
Yep, that's hi Fan Expo. How you doing?
So it's August. So last month was July. Right?
It in fact was.
So
that
it's
does
like
in fact immediately precede August.
Early July.
Yeah.
I
And
had
what?
nothing ready.
Well, I mean, fair, but the email was like, "You're in."
Yeah.
And what emotionally, help me out. Like, what happens to you inside when that email comes in?
So I was cooking dinner for
Yep.
my
Yep.
son.
Yep. As you do.
And I look at my email, it pops up, and all I see is Fan Expo. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be thanks, but no thanks. And I open it up, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, wait. And I reread it again, and I just initially screamed my head off with excitement and immediately called my friend Sarah.
Had you applied before and been unsuccessful?
Last year I did.
Okay. So you applied, they said no. This year you applied, they were like,
Yeah.
what has the experience, now that we're at the end of it, because there's only about an hour and a half left to go.
I know, it went by fast today.
I know. So what has been your experience, your first time guesting at Fan Expo? Give us a little bit of a peek inside the window of your mind.
I really love having a place to just sit and not have to walk around for hours on end.
Fair. Fair.
So that's been nice. I like that I can just be like, hi, I'm a guest, let me in.
The pass is pretty sweet,
The
not
pass
going to lie.
is nice,
Yep.
but I just really like meeting new people.
So has it sunk in yet that you have been a cosplay guest at one of the biggest shows in the world? You argumented. Hi, I love you. It's great.
I'm still just a nobody.
Because this is, I mean, for a lot of us, it's a feather in the cap. Like, this is, like, I've been cosplaying for 10 years, and being part of this show was always the goal. Because for us, I know you're kind of downplaying it a little bit, but it truly is one of the biggest shows in the world. It's certainly the biggest show in the country. So for us to be part of it, it's not nothing. Like, this is like, from here, you'd have to be going to, like, New York Comic Con
Yeah.
or San Diego Comic Con, like, or even Dragon Con, but there's not a whole lot that's a bigger con than this. So this is quite the feather in the cap. Where do you go from here? Like, what's the next goal now that you've done this?
So I'm going to try apply again.
Well, I mean, obviously, sure.
But I plan on now competing for the first time next year.
And what, do you have some idea what you want to do for that? Do you want to spill some beans here live on the podcast? Or you be like, screw you, plebs, I'm not telling you.
Desi Desu Dark Phoenix.
I'm going to guess it's animations. I have no idea what you just
So
said.
Desi Desu is an artist on Instagram.
Okay.
They make the most beautiful creations of different characters.
Oh, like Dark Phoenix from X-Men, Dark Phoenix?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool. All right, so that's the plan for next year
for a
to
competition,
compete.
yeah.
Now, are you able to compete as a guest?
I don't know. So
Okay.
I'm going to apply to.
So
be
if
a
you have to
guest.
choose,
I would probably
guest.
guest first.
Yeah, 100%.
Over
course.
competing, but meeting all the other names that are over there that have been doing this forever, they really made me push myself to be like, you know what, I should do it.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I think when we interviewed you last year, you were wearing this cosplay, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm pretty sure. But regardless, for the folks at home, tell people what you're doing today.
This is my Renaissance Scarlet Witch concept I made up in my head. I got into Renaissance, how they made things during COVID, and then I just wanted to incorporate that with my favorite thing, the Scarlet Witch.
So you made the whole thing.
Yep,
Take us through a
by
little
hand.
bit. Give us a Cole's notes as far as putting this together. I know. I don't want to be 20 minutes. I don't want to take up that much of your time. But like, just give us like a really quick.
Well, there's a fully boned, fully horse-haired pair of stays I'm wearing underneath. I made the shirt, all the little bits and bobs, and glued and sewed all the beads myself, and yeah. It
Very,
took
very
a very
cool.
long time. I started it in February last year and just finished it in time for Fan Expo last year.
So someone watching this and seeing this be like, that is dope ass cool. I would like to have something like that, maybe made by the person that made that. Do you take commissions?
I do. Right now I have a really big one, so I'm kind of pausing until it's done. It's going to be from the House of the Dragon, the Rhaenyra? I don't remember.
Rhaenys?
Rhaenys.
Yeah.
Rhaenys.
Yeah.
The final look that she wears in the show.
Okay.
That's my next one.
Normally, though, they can reach out to you for
Yeah.
commissions?
Yeah.
Okay. And how do they go about doing that?
Instagram, it's Pretty Nerdy Cosplay, not the Crystal. But if you go to my cosplay page, it's linked.
Okay. Guys, make sure you're checking out not only Crystal's work, but if you need a custom piece, please contact Crystal. She is a featured guest here at Fan Expo Canada, one of the biggest shows in the world.
I'm nobody.
Make sure you go and follow Crystal, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on the podcast today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Crystal.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
What do you think, man?
I mean, the show's really coming to an end now.
It's definitely
There's
winding
like,
down.
I don't know what time it is. There's like about an hour and a half left. There you go. Now we're in 20 or
20-ish
so.
minutes. I don't know. There's 4 o'clocks in here, and they all have a different time
Yeah,
on
they
them.
all have different times on them, but hey,
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we talk to Rob, the bad guy? The silent member, but probably the hardest working member of the Geeks & Co. Rob, what's been your impressions of the con so far? We're winding down. We're almost done. It's been 4 days. Give us your thoughts.
My thoughts are this room turned out to be okay. We thought it wasn't going to be the greatest, but I think it turned out better than we all expected. Still not the best. I found overall, like yesterday was busy, but today was not nearly as busy as I expected on the walk I went. So I'm curious to see what the final numbers for the show actually are.
I don't feel they got the same kind of attendance as they got last year. Like last year, they were announcing they got 180,000 people. I don't think we got nearly that this year.
You're probably right. I got to be honest, though. It's super hard for us to tell because we're in the basement down the hall and in a room, and we didn't get a chance to walk around that much.
They spread everything out a lot more.
They did. So what is so you're leaving today, you're going to be going home and you're going to be talking to your family. What is your overall, like if you had to give this a grade, let's say from A to F, what's your grade for Fan Expo this year, especially now that you've done Fan Expo last year? You did Toronto Comic Con with us this year. Now you've done Fan Expo. What do you grade this show on a scale from A to F?
I had a lot more fun at last year's episode, or last year's con, given probably where we were and the interaction with the normies that we got that we're not getting here.
Yep.
Which is fine, but it's a solid B+ show.
Ooh, B+. I'm impressed. That's good. Yeah. That's high.
You know what? I feel like they could have more. As much shopping as there is upstairs, they could have had more.
Shopping?
Yeah, to be honest with you. And what bothers me is that there's a lot of doubles between the north and the south buildings. So there's like a giant
That's true.
t-shirt booth
Yes.
here, and then you go down there and it's the same giant t-shirt booth eating up a huge amount of space.
Even conceptually, like there's 87 knockoff lightsaber booths now, and you're just like, well,
Yeah.
I don't like you guys just all selling the exact same thing at 47 different booths.
Yeah,
Like,
they could have a bit more variety there, but
Yeah.
that's a minor thing. But no, it was pretty cool. It was interesting to see the replica contest, the masters of cosplay that they had in here.
Hey.
That brought in a lot of people.
speaking of that, you are, for those of you who don't know, it is Rob the Builder. So, what kind of future build projects? Because you guys may not know this, but the Kylo Ren that's over there on the mannequin, our boy Rob built the helmet himself, 3D printed it, did all of the prime work, all of the sanding, all of the painting, and it turned out amazing.
Thank you.
We've been talking about what we might want to try to bring for different shows. Is there anything cooking up in the little Rob the Builder head there for what we might want to try doing? I know you're looking at me
you
like,
set-
you fucker.
are you setting me up for
I'm not.
something?
I
Because,
swear to God, I'm not trying to set you up. I just want to
I'm
know
not going to be able
if
to knock this one
you,
out of the park.
if you got any juices flowing that you think we might be able to pull off if, in fact, we do come back for another show.
Well, I have been thinking, I've been tossing around the idea of doing some sort of metal chair that people could sit on.
Oh, a metal
Kind of like
chair.
a-
What would
I
that
don't know,
metal
like a
chair be?
bronze toilet or
What would it?
something,
What would it
or-
be made of? That metal chair, like a lot of scrap metal. Yeah, yeah,
maybe
like
iron
like a
or
like an
aluminum.
iron chair.
Maybe an iron throne.
No, an iron
something like that.
throne. Oh, that's
Something-
interesting.
something like
Yeah,
that. I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
It might be popular.
Now, as far as your own personalized cosplays go, because of course we didn't like bully you into doing Kylo Ren, but it kind of feels like a little bit like we bullied you into doing Kylo
Just
Ren.
a little bit. And then
a
the
little
last second,
bit.
you're like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's do Star Trek instead. I'm like, you sons of.
Yeah. He was a little bit mad. Like, no, we'll do sci-fi. And then we all fucking did Star Wars anyway. But has this kind of like, I don't know, has the Kylo experience, because you made some of it, you bought some of it, and it, by the way, it turned out incredible. Has that kind of like maybe got the juices flowing a little bit? Has that inspired you to be like wanting to experiment with more personal stuff as opposed to shit just for the booth?
Yeah, I think I want to do something more for me. I'll put it to you this way. I think I'm going to retire the Riddler. It's just a costume that it was fun to do. I'm not passionate about it, and it's very hot. So I think I'm going to start working on something new. We've been both talking about building something new. Not sure what yet, but
But the
after
inspiration is
seeing-
there. The bug is there. Like you're ready
yeah,
to.
but I'm going to take my time over the next year. It's not something I'm going to try to rush, certainly for any cons between now and Comic-Con, but
We got him.
we'll see for next
We
year.
got him. He's a cosplayer now. We got him. We got him hooked. Now he wants to do it. That's what we need. We need more people in the community like Rob, who, look, man, the shit that Rob made. Make sure you get like the pillars that you guys have been seeing all weekend at our booth.
The pillars are
That's this guy.
90% Rob.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
crazy
He helped.
town. He did help. He was like, "Yeah, Rob, go,
Yeah.
Rob. You're the best, Rob." That was
the pillars
and
are-
I
I'm
did
pretty-
even less
pretty
than
proud of
that,
that
by the
pillar,
way,
yeah.
just so you know. So we do want to see you doing some more stuff on your own. Like as cool as an Iron Throne would be, we want to see you expressing yourself through cosplay, get into characters that you're into and that you want to experience with the rest of us. So don't let us bullying you into doing shit. Do whatever the hell you want. We'll follow you. You don't need to follow us. We'll follow you. I got 30 costumes at home, man. I can do anything you want. So you just let me know. We'll pair up and we'll just forget these geeks. Who gives a shit? It'll be fun. Anyways, guys, if you're not following Rob the Bad Guy online, make sure you check out his stuff, because if there are going to be updates, I'm sure they're going to appear on the Geeks & Co channel, but some of that might be exclusive to his account as to what's coming soon. So especially for his own personal stuff, make sure you're checking this guy out. He is
At Rob the Bad Guy.
Rob the Bad Guy on Instagram, guys. Rob, thank you so much. I know how much you love talking on the microphone. That's your favorite thing in the whole world. So
Thanks for having me, guys.
course,
Maybe
man.
I'll be here for the review, after review. So
yeah,
let's see
yeah.
you next Thursday.
Nice.
There you go.
All right.
See ya.
Want to start winding her down?
Yeah, I think we're gonna cut this off. I think we're all tired.
We're not all tired.
People
Clearly,
are
we're not all tired.
delirious. People are delirious.
Barbies are just like flying past us in the background there. Nice.
My
nice.
feet are killing me.
Yeah.
You. I can't believe you're still wearing this. To be honest.
I could get out of this
This
anytime.
guy literally got into this.
This guy.
At 10 this morning, and he's
This
still
guy
in
here.
now.
It's only 3:00. We're fine.
5 hours later,
Yeah,
you're brewing in
you
your
know.
own man soup.
Stewing in my own juices, if you will.
Tasty.
Moist. I am moist.
Guys, this is going to be it for Fan Expo 2023. If you missed us, we're going to be at London Comic Con in 3 weeks.
3 weeks, September 16th and 17th. We'll be there both days with a booth at London Comic Con at the RBC Centre, downtown London, Ontario, Saturday and Sunday, September 16th and 17th.
After that, we're also at Northern National.
The Windsor Fan Experience, we're going to be in the Augustus Tower at Caesars Windsor. That is going to be September 29th, 30th, and October 1st. The Geeks & Go will have a big booth there right in the middle of the whole thing. So make sure you're checking that out. Lots of really cool guests announced for that already. Lots of awesome sponsorships involved with that con. It is the first year not in this venue. If you're familiar with Windsor Comic Con back in the day, same venue, new people running it, new people having it, and it is now. But even then, the new people doing it have ties. See you guys have ties to Windsor Comic Con, so it's not like they don't know that crowd, that place, that motif. It's going to be a blast. Make sure you're joining us. The Geeks & Co. will be there for all 3 days, September 29th, 30th, and 31st. Windsor Casino. I believe it's a Harrods Casino. We're in the Augustus Tower for that one. Should be a good time.
Yeah, I mean, lots more cons coming, guys. So if you didn't get a chance to come and see us there, come and see us at one of those other shows. If you can't make it out to one of these shows because you're not local to the Ontario area, make sure you check our Geek Boutique podcast live every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have a bunch of other shows that come to you regularly, from our after shows to some rants that we're hopefully going to start redoing.
Build projects.
Projects.
By the way, before we get out of here, I am going to remind everybody one more time. I did at the top of the podcast. I'm going to do it now. Go to fanexpohq.com, fill out the feedback form, let them know you want the Geeks & Co. back, but you want them back in the main areas of the con so that you have more of a chance to interact with us every day moving forward. You saw the kind of experience we brought to you. We want to bring it to more of you if we can, just like we did last year at Fan Expo. Let them know.
Make sure, guys, you also click that like and subscribe button. Stay geeky. We'll see you next time.